Hi everyone, welcome to Firesoultarot. I'm going to be doing a collective love reading. So I'm going to check the energy of the person you're dealing with in love. What kind of energy are they embodying towards you right at this moment? So hold on. And as always, because this is a general reading, collective, only take the messages that do resonate with you and leave the ones that don't for somebody else. They're more likely for somebody else. Okay, so let's connect now to the energy of all the viewers and to the person they're dealing with in love. And let's see what kind of energy is this person coming towards them. Yeah, with what kind of energy is this person coming forward? Okay, let's give it a few shuffles. Alright, so for all the viewers, what's the energy of this person they're dealing with in love? The Empress. Upright, okay. The Empress, what else? I'm feeling like not taking reversals, to be honest, today, so I'm just gonna go with it. Five of Wands, the King of Swords. And at the bottom we have the Ten of Pentacles. So, with the Empress, the first thing is that this person sees you as a very valuable person, somebody, the one in a way, I mean, somebody that they could potentially marry, forming a family with the Ten of Pentacles. The only thing is, this person is currently having a cold and detached energy towards you. And so you are probably very puzzled by this person's behavior because you don't understand where you're standing currently, and there is an inner conflict that I see with the Five of Wands. There is this inner conflict within you that is coming from the fact that this person is behaving kind of aloof and a little bit practically cold, very rational. It's not showing emotions to you. Although I see here this Ten of Pentacles. Let me do clarify because I want to check. Okay, so let's clarify. First of all, I'm going to clarify this King of Swords. I want to understand more about this energy that your person is embodying. Why is the King of Swords for the energy of the person that the viewers are currently dealing with in love? The Two of Cups, you see, they're not telling you how much feelings they feel for you. They're not showing it. Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords. Okay, so now we have the King and the Queen of Swords. I think you both are not telling each other much about your feelings for each other, and yet these feelings are there. So there is a very strong soul bond between the two of you and a very strong loving connection. But you two need to speak the truth to each other because you both are acting cold towards each other with the Queen and the King of Swords. This being also the clarification of the King of Swords, this also indicates that he or she, whomever is this person, they see you as their counterpart. So they see you as a good match, somebody that matches their energy. And with the Six of Pentacles, it came in reverse. So I think you both are not giving much to each other currently, in terms of time, in terms of attention for each other. I'm just reflecting on this Queen of Swords having her back turned towards this Ace of Swords. I think you're this King of Swords person, the person you're dealing with, they want to speak their truth to you, to clarify about the love and the feelings they have for you. And I don't think you see this coming, because you see the way this hand is behind your back. So it's basically looking like you're not aware that this person wants to speak to you and bring clarity about the depth of their feelings in order to bring balance with the Six of Pentacles to this connection. Okay, let's now clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Why is the Ten of Pentacles? I'm going to actually overlap all of these cards so I can make space. Right. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Let's clarify. Three of Pentacles, yeah, cooperation. Yeah, this could also talk about some form of third party. Third party doesn't have to be necessarily another option in love. Third party could be work, could be children that this person, if they have children, they have to look after. Third party could be having to look after family. It could be, you know, a sick mother, a sick father, somebody that needs your help and assistance. So a third party could be many things that can anyway represent a third party in the connection between the two of you. So anyway, the Three of Pentacles also indicates wanting to build as a team. So now we'll clarify further. Let's clarify further this Ten of Pentacles. Chariot, it came in reverse, but as I said, I'm not taking reversals today. I feel like called not to take reversals. So Chariot, and clarify further. Nine of Cups. At the bottom, the High Priestess. I think their intuition is telling them you know, that because you fulfill their wishes, that they need to move forward to cooperate with you, and in order to come to the point of building a proper relationship, the Ten of Pentacles. So I think they're connecting currently with their intuition, because they understand this very strongly. There is this soulmate bond between the two of you. I'm going to now clarify the Five of Wands. Why is the Five of Wands here? The Tower. The Five of Wands again. Look at this. Why is the Five of Wands here? This wants to come out. The Young Man. At the bottom, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, what I can see here is that something happened. All of a sudden, there was a change, a sudden change in the flow of this connection. Something that didn't sort of make sense when put in comparison to what it had happened so far in the connection. So there was this sudden change of either attitude from this person, behavior, you know, and I think you therefore couldn't understand what was going on, and you got into this restless inner conflict, you know, kind of a restless modality where you felt this inner conflict, and you're feeling like there is a limbo, that you don't know where you stand with this person, and this is bringing you a lot of overthinking, mental anguish, and sleepless night, like you can't easily fall asleep. It's bringing you some form of anxiousness, and you're not really liking this feeling. I want to see, I want to clarify the Empress here as well. Clarify the Empress. Temperance. Five of Swords. Death and the Sun. At the bottom, the Page of Swords. Okay, so I think you're currently trying to maintain calm and trying to sort of balance yourself from this feeling of, again, discomfort, and as if you kind of lost a battle, you know, you kind of feel defeated from what's happening currently, because there is a lack of clarity for what I can see here, and it felt nearly like things were nearly ending between the two of you. Although at times, you see, I see this this sort of feeling like at times you feel very happy about the way you two communicate with the Page of Swords, and so it's sort of a confusing energy, because you feel like you're trying to balance out these emotions of yours, because you see the constant shift between the feeling of being defeated, and the feeling of feeling happy, and the feeling of being happy. So you kind of go and sort of on a roller coaster, where you feel like, okay, things are just going bad, and then suddenly there is a shift, and you think, oh well, things are actually not that bad. This feels nice, this feels good, and you go back and forward in this roller coaster of ups and downs, and all the while you're trying to maintain like a watchful eye over the situation, trying to be as objective as you can with the Temperance, and trying to maintain balance in your view. I see the birds appear. You're trying to maintain sort of like a bird's eye view, um, like a view of wisdom, you know, whereby you're not getting as much in this anxious energy, although at times you do end up in that. So, and the funny thing is that all this time that you are going through this roller coaster and all, what it seems here on this side of your person is that they actually are making plans of bringing clarity. So that's, I think this is something positive. Although they fear that you might be protective of yourself, I think they fear that you may have your guard up with them. But at the same time, I see them thinking about this cooperation with you, and you know, because they do feel this soul bond with you with the Two of Cups, and you do fulfill them emotionally. So I see like two completely different perceptions of the reality. You see, this kind of splits in a half here, and this is your person and this is you, stressing out about it, thinking, I don't understand this. You're very confused. Okay, so let's now, I'm going to now clear this out, and I'm going to have a look at your person's, intentions, and then future actions, and then I will have a look at the most likely outcome as the energies stand right now. So for the intentions, I'm going to use this deck. And again, I'm not going to take any reversals. So I'm just going to give it a good shuffling, and I want to see what are your person's intentions. So, Spirit, please give me the most clear and accurate messages for all the viewers about this person's intentions towards the viewer. What are their true intentions? Seven of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Moon, at the bottom, the Nine of Swords. Okay, so it looks like your person is stressed too. They also feel like you two, for some reason, are not engaging with each other physically. Like you two are probably not together, not seeing eye to eye with this Five of Pentacles. So they are also struggling with this kind of let's say absence, and they also have this confusion about the situation, and even in their emotions. So let me clarify, because I need to definitely get more clarifications here. So as intentions, there isn't really like a plan of action here. There is more like a confusion that's coming up. I'm going to definitely clarify all of this. Why is the Seven of Cups here? The Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Swords. And at the bottom, the Lovers. So, this clarifying the Seven of Cups. So they are emotionally confused, because they're in their head as well, overthinking about when things are going to change, and having to make a choice. Like they basically feel like they haven't yet fully made up their mind. So although they see you as the one, or like a very valuable person, and that they would like to build with you, for what I've seen through their feelings earlier, yet they still find it difficult to be fully emotionally clear about how to proceed, because these are the intentions. So this would be what the plans for the actions, what precedes the actions. So in their intentions, they're still confused about what choice to make, if to move forward with you or not. And but why is this? Like, I really need to understand. I'm going to clarify with another deck. Okay, so let's see, why is it that they're stuck in their head about this choice? They do feel definitely this very strong soul bond with you, otherwise the Lovers wouldn't come up. And the angels are watching over this interaction between the two of you, as you can see here. But let's see what is it that's making them get in their head about this choice in love. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, let's see more. Hold on. The Hermit, the Five of Cups, yeah, and the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom. So what I see here is that your person has gone through emotional loss. So they probably recently, in recent times, it might have happened, or if not, you know, take it as it resonates. But they've gone through very strong emotional pain because something didn't go right in their love life. So they might have come out of a breakup, and so they're currently a breakup from, I think, from this Queen of Pentacles here, and possibly an earth sign. But so what they're currently doing is that they are going into a hermit mode because I think they're healing themselves, and so this is obviously taking time for them to heal from the past. And this is why I think they're not ready, although they see you as a high value type of person. I think that's why they can't yet come towards you. I might get messages as well from them, just to clarify further. But yeah, with the Hermit, they're definitely seeking their own inner answers, their own inner guidance to speak to them. But I see here the intention of putting in an investment with the Seven of Pentacles. So I think they have the intention of doing this, of making this investment in the connection with you. But they first need to move on from their past. I see this boat. This reminded me even of the Six of Swords. You know, when you're moving on from stormy waters to calmer waters. And so I think they definitely are kind of moving on from the past and sort of healing from that too. Okay, so that's clarified. Now I want to have a look at the moon. I want to understand more about the moon. Why is the moon here? What is it that they are hiding? What is it that they're fearing? What is it that they're hiding? Because the moon talks about illusions, fears, hidden emotions. So let me see. The devil, yeah. Let me cover up the images that I need to. Hold on. Yeah, the devil, and then what is this? Yeah, the Four of Pentacles, here we go. This explains it all. And the Six of Swords that we talked about earlier, so that's, yeah, and the Three of Swords, definitely. Okay, so this message is very clear. What's currently happening is that they're currently working on their own, let's say, inner fears. The fear of opening up again to new love because their heart has been broken. And therefore they're currently healing and moving towards a better emotional and mental space as well for themselves, because they are still in this healing process. So if you really care for this person, I'm telling you right now, they are definitely in a process of healing, and this will take time. So this is why you see they're in their head, they're stressing out as well. They are not emotionally in the best place, and they are closed off. Their heart is protected. They are protecting their heart, they're guarding themselves. And because they feel such a strong bond with you, oh sorry, I should have covered this too. Because they feel such a strong bond with you as well, you see, that's the thing, that triggers them. That triggers them into a mode of hiding their feelings that are very strong for you. and they're now facing their shadows, you know, their shadow self, and their fear of opening up to new love, because they did they did get abandoned. This person might have abandonment issues that they've experienced after this breakup, after this heartache that they've experienced in the past. So you know, obviously I'm not saying you have to, you know, hold in there and wait around for them, because you shouldn't ever put your life on hold for anyone. But of course, you know, feelings are feelings, and at times we do feel like hanging there for somebody that we do love. So it's entirely up to you, for what I can see, what you want to do. If you feel like instead you are going crazy and you feel like you want to open up to new opportunities out there, you know, that's entirely your choice. But this is the energy of your person. So I'm bringing here the clarity that hopefully the clarity that you were seeking, in order to help you understand what's going on. So let me now clear this out, and I want to have a look at the future actions towards you. Then I'm going to probably have a look at the most likely outcome, and I also want to have a look at a few messages from them. I want to see what they would say to you currently. So let's see. Okay, let's see their actions. I'm going to take a different deck. Okay, so let's see. What are your person's future actions? Again, I'm not taking any reversals for this reading. I just don't feel called to. What is this person going to do next towards the viewers? Future actions. And these future actions obviously refer to within a few weeks, a month maximum. I mean, I don't think it's going to be long, like a very long term spread. This is more about their near future action, let's say, towards you. Okay, so I'm going to clarify, but let's start talking about it. First of all, I see this person wanting to invest in the connection with you, because you do satisfy them emotionally. Now, I see this sudden shake-up. So we'll clarify, because I need to understand what is this tower about. And I also see the Five of Wands, but let's clarify, because we definitely need to being you know, depending on what clarification will come for the tower, we will I'll tell you the message here. So why is the tower here as the future action? Why is this tower here? Okay, this one is coming. Seven of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Empress. You see, there you go. This is you and there. Okay, I'll tell you what I see here. This person, I think they're currently dealing with quite a lot in their own life. And they're currently, I think, dismantling something that wasn't anymore working in their life. So, because they went through a heartbreak, it could be that they were in an established long-term relationship that is getting that fell to the ground. Okay, so basically this relationship broke, and what I see here is that this tower is happening in their life. This big change of situation. So from stable relationship, they're now working on this breakup, defending themselves, and wanting to start brand new with this Ace of Wands and moving towards you. Okay, so I see that this is a very positive spread of that indicates that their next action is going to be fighting for this new beginning in their love life, embracing new avenues with you. So this is what I'm seeing, and in finishing to dismantle the old that wasn't anymore serving them. So you see these two people coming, falling out of this tower. This is the breakup that they went through in their own life. And because you do fulfill them emotionally a lot, and so they want to invest. And I want to clarify now the Five of Wands. Why is the Five of Wands here? Six of Wands. I love the progression. 5 to 6. And 7 is here. Let's clarify further. Eight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. At the bottom, the Chariot, yeah. So what they're going to do is that after this moment of conflict that they've experienced within their own life with the people they were dealing with, the person they were dealing with in the past relationship. Let's say if this person was married and they're going through divorce, they're still battling, they're still involved in this conflict, okay? So so to dismantle this tower, it takes time. And even if they were not married, but simply, let's say, cohabiting with this person, it takes time to dismantle certain relationship if they were established as it seems they were. When we had the Queen of Pentacles, that's an indication either of a wife or of a anyway, regardless of their gender, a partner or a spouse. So if or a like a long-term partner, so that tells me that they're dismantling this old relationship, and this is bringing quite a lot of thoughts in their head, a lot of process of thinking that they have to go through. But I see them determined to win this battle, let's say, to win this fight and move forward towards a victory in terms of creating a positive change of events in their life after a moment of reflection and withdrawal, where they withdrawal from you as well, where they have very much seeked their own wisdom within all the situations that they're facing currently. So there is a lot of inner work that I see this person going through, but then they want to move forward, with the Chariot. They want to progress and progress, towards you, because the person sitting in the Chariot is the Emperor, and this is the Empress, so they see you as counterparts. Therefore, your person is determined to move forward. This is their future actions. So it's very positive for what I can see here. And I think it's just a matter of time, to be completely honest. But we'll ask the angels cards as well and advice later. Let's get now to the messages. I want to see the hidden truth. Okay, so what is this person's hidden truth? I will wait for a sign from you. Okay, I think this is more of your energy, to be completely honest. Sometimes these messages can go in reverse, okay? I think you are watchful now and waiting for them, because they're doing all this work and I think you're aware of it, and therefore you have that page of swords in your energy that I saw earlier, which is the watchful energy. Watch and wait for a sign that they are available, that they are not, because this battle is taking this battle that they're facing to dismantle the old uh, relationship. It's taking a toll on them. So I think this is you. Let's see more. What wants to come out? What's the hidden truth? I replay our conversations over and over. Yeah, you really have made an impact on this person, emotionally, mentally. You are living in their head. You're very present, and they really, I think they really cherished the conversations, the exchange of thoughts, and that you two have shared together, even if for a short time, whatever time that you've spent together. Those conversations have been very impactful in their on your person. I remember every detail of that day. So there is one specific day that they like to remember, that they enjoy reminiscing about. I think there is a lot of emotion here. They are cherishing those moments that they spent with you a lot. I regret lying to you. Okay, we'll clarify this. And at the bottom, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Yeah, we saw the Nine of Swords. I'm actually going to take a few more messages to finish this row. Yeah, they are also finding it hard sometimes to fall asleep, because they're thinking about you and the conversation you had, and the moments you spent together, which were very also had a lot of impact on them. Let's see. I wish I could take back my words. Okay, so if there is anything at all, but only take it if it resonates, that they said that might have been not pleasant, with the Five of Swords that we saw earlier, that could have happened. So they wish to take back their words. I don't react when people mention you. So if anybody is mentioning your name and talking about you, they play cool. They try to not look too stirred up emotionally, although I feel that there is this strong emotion that we've seen through the previous spreads. And at the bottom, I knew exactly what I was doing. Okay, so I want to clarify this. What is this lying? What deck? I feel like taking this deck. What is this? This could be also a white lie. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything particularly vicious. So before we jump to conclusions, I want to check. So what is this? Clarify this I regret lying to you. Six of Wands. Lying about the fact that that everything that they basically were very confident, within themselves, and they probably wanted to look in your eyes like this glorious person that had everything under control, that everything was in place, that there was nothing that was kind of bothering them too much. They probably wanted to impress you and give you this image of themselves, as somebody very accomplished and stable, and a person that basically doesn't have to struggle. Although instead I see that they are going through quite a lot and struggling. So that's the lie. That is what they were lying about. And they knew that they were doing this because they wanted you. Yeah, at the bottom we have the Hermit again. Exactly, your person is very much currently in this very meditative state. They're really pondering everything that's happening in their life. They're really understanding it further. They're really observing it and scrutinizing it. You know, they're doing this soul search in regards of what happened in their past, why it happened, and what does that mean to them, you know, and all of these kind of things. So the lie was that they wanted to look very unbothered to you, you know, in regards to whatever heartbreak has taken place in their life. So it's actually not a bad lie at all. They just wanted to look good in your eyes. I see also the King of Cups underneath the Hermit. So I think this person has got a lot of love for you. They're looking at you with these loving eyes. I absolutely love the King of Cups in this deck. He's one of my favorite kings. Such a beautiful king. Anyway, let's not get enamored with the cards. The Three of Cups. Yeah, they want to have like a nice time with you, a reunion, a time of joy. They want to celebrate with you. Your King of Cups here. So anyway, let's see more messages here. Right, so I'm just gonna gather some few messages here from this Lover Oracle deck. So what are the messages for the viewers from their person currently, if they could say anything? These feelings are eating me alive. So your person really feels like they're really struggling with these feelings because they're very strong for you, and they feel like they you know, there are so many blockages currently for them to be able to actually nourish these feelings, you know, and properly with actions and with attention, and because of the fact that they're still healing, because of the fact that they're still also physically resolving a lot of you know, material probably material situations in their own life for the breakup, you know, like let's say if they have to change place of living, you know, all these kind of practical things can get in the way too, in the way of things properly developing between the two of you. Let's see more. So they're feeling very strongly for you anyway. No one understands me but you. You see how this person feels that you really understand them at a deeper level compared to anybody else that they've ever met. So this is very beautiful. This is really, they really have, they really feel a bond with you. They really feel like there is this mutual understanding that is really important to them currently. It's actually working as a support for them in this moment of difficulty. Now, I'm not saying that you need to rescue this person. I'm just saying how they're feeling. You act in your life as you feel called to act, but this is the energy that's coming through here. Pretty beautiful in terms of purity of emotions, I feel. What else? Why do I feel so lost? Yeah, they're soul searching. Your person is soul searching, trying to understand. Why do they feel this way? Stuck in their head, lost, that they need to sort of rescue themselves, you know, because of the Hermit has come out already, I think 3 times at least. So yes, they're searching, you know, sort of searching. They're trying to find balance and trying to understand more about even themselves, you know. If I could go back in time, I would handle us differently. So they already feel like the way they handled you, you know, could have created already some issues between the two of you. So they already feel like some things aren't quite the way they wish they were. You know, this is what I'm gathering here. Okay. Now that we've seen their messages, I'm going to get an angel advice card for you. Okay, so for the viewers, please show me the best advice for the viewers in this current situation that they're experiencing in love. It's up to you, you see. This is exactly what I said to you earlier. Recovery. Yeah, your person is in a recovery mode. And therefore, it's up entirely to you, because it's your life. So if you feel like holding space for this person, then do so. But if you feel like not doing it because you feel like you're sort of not living your life, then don't do it. You know, it's really up to you. It's really something that it's entirely in your own hands. You are responsible for your own life choices, and at this point, it's really something that you have to decide within yourself what is the best choice for you. So in the meantime, I would say personally, the way I act when situations like this are present in my life, and I know, I mean, it's easier said than done, but what I try to do as much as possible is to focus on my own self, my own life, in terms of my own projects, the things that I want to accomplish, let's say, even um, in several different aspects. Let's say I want to improve the environment, the place in which I'm living. So then I focus on that. Let's say I want to improve my body, then I focus on my diet and my exercise. Let's say I want to improve my mental clarity or emotional health, then I might start meditating. Or I'm giving you examples so that you, if you feel any of these things could help you as well, I'm happy to bring you my own personal examples. Or if I feel like I want to explore my creativity, maybe I start a new passionate project, or even in the work that I'm currently already doing, either with the tarot or with my day job. I try to bring new creativity in whatever activity that I'm doing. So kind of gathering up new ideas of things that I want to develop at work. So in this way, while let's say if I want to hold space for this person, then in the meantime, I'm not wasting my time stressing out about why is this person not with me currently, as in, why are we not yet together? And because that's counterproductive, it's like it's really wasting your energy, and so I don't want you to go that road. And believe me, I have done that myself in the past, and I'm really coming to the conclusion that it's not worth the while. And so I feel that if you do want to hold space, try to focus in the meantime as much as possible on anything that you feel like can enrich your life. So let's say if you feel like you need a little bit of company, connect with your friends or your family if you have a good relationship, so make your life as pleasurable as possible and as rich as possible while you're holding space for this person. And if you're deciding not to hold space, then date around, if you want to open to new options, you can go on dates, you're free, you're a single person, you're free to do whatever you like, you know. It's not like you're doing this other person any you know, anything against them. Simply they're not available currently emotionally or physically because of impediments. So you're actually not being in any way disrespectful, you know. You are still a single person and you have all the rights to explore other options if that's what you know, what is your choice. And again, it's up to you entirely. This is what the angels are saying. So you decide what's the best route for yourself in terms of romantic life. If you want to open up to new options or if you want instead all the space. And I mean, you could also do both in the terms that you could also, you know, explore other options. And yet, if this person comes back and makes themselves, you know, to your attention, you could always, if you're only like dating the other new options, let's say recently, like that you don't establish anything major, you could still welcome back this other person, you know. Again, it's completely up to you what you intend to do. And obviously you can always say to the new people, look, I didn't expect this person to come back, and but they did, and I really care for them, although I thought they weren't available, so I kind of dropped it in the meantime. So you try to be respectful towards everyone that you are involving yourself with as much as possible, and at the same time, though, you go about what you feel is the best for yourself. So this is what I give you as personal advice, but of course, if you feel like that's not the way you go about things, you don't have to take my word as you know, the way to go. I'm just giving you an advice for what I can see through the cards and for what I have experienced myself. So I really hope this was helpful to you, and you know, take good care of yourself, and please like the video if you liked it, so you know, it gets a good algorithm. And please comment. I'd love to hear all of your ideas and stories and anything at all that you want to share. I always like to listen to your story, to your journey. Okay, so yes, I'll see you the next time whenever we are up again here.